Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. This is Amythyss, of course, and well, today we are building a um, how do I say it? Yet another apartment complex. I really like apartment complexes. Okay. um, well, what to say about this? It's a funny shape, I would argue. Like, I I actually came up with this build like I think a few minutes before I started building. So I was like, I have zero inspiration, but I wanted to build, so I'm gonna build and let's see what comes out. And to be honest, I'm quite happy about it. Like, I honestly feel like this build could have gone better, but otherwise, I think that it's quite good. I think that it's quite acceptable. And, um, well, as I said, it's an apartment complex. However, it's, as you can see, it's like a inside a group of apartment complexes. So, like, I don't know if you guys know Sunset Valley enough, but basically it's that area where there is a swimming pool and there are three houses that are meant to be apartment complexes anyway, like besides it. And well, this is an apartment complex mostly because of that. I was like, look, they are supposed to be apartment complexes anyway, so why am I not making it apartment complexes? But so the hard part about this house was that, as you can see, there is a skyscraper basically attached, like very close to this, and so yeah, a large portion of the um, a large portion of this house was basically what am I gonna do with this? Because I cannot put any windows there. But I managed to solve it anyway. I believe that I basically don't put any windows there because, like, it makes no sense. But what to say about this build? Well, for now, I'm still just coloring the columns. This is a style of like this is a style that I did way more than once. Like I think that it's something that I do uh, basically always. Like every single one of my builds is pretty much the same, at least when it comes to that. And actually, this is the real entrance. This apartment complex has one entrance for the bottom floor and one entrance for the rest. And I think that it made the build a little bit more like interesting because like usually you usually the front door is well on the front and everything is connected through the front door, but in this case it's just um, in this case it's just like the bottom floor has one access, the other floors have another access, and the front door is well not on the front. And I think this is like my only lot, like my only build where I actually decided the front door is not in the front. And I'm happy with that. I'm honestly happy with this tiny but certainly important change because I don't know. I find having the front doors every time in the front to be like, of course it's useful, of course it's realistic, but I find it to be um, a little bit restricting or restrictive. I don't remember how it is said. Oops. Well, either way, I feel like having the front door at the front removes for possibilities like what I've done with this build. where I basically said, okay, the front is now the front is now the swimming pool. This house actually takes a great advantage of the swimming pool. And I believe that I'm finally going to start doing the build and buy. I'm gonna be honest, while this build looks simple, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like it was that simple. Like, I I feel like there was a lot of work to do to build this house specifically, especially with all of these um, columns that I had to hide. And I'm gonna be honest here, I kind of hated that I had to hide the columns, like one by one, but also I was like, it doesn't matter. I don't um, like those columns have to be hidden anyway, and it's just a lot of work to do. And here I finally decided where I wanted the actual apartment to be. I believe that initially I wanted it to be like on the top floor, but then I decided, you know what, there is no space in the top floor. Like, there is like absolutely no way to place something in, like, to make a room, my apologies, in the top floor. Like, even if I were to make a room in the top floor, the problem is that it would feel awkward. A little bit like this. I I so hate the fact that I had to use the place freezes cheat to make this work because, like, I flattened the terrain at the beginning and I have absolutely no idea why it is still a problem. Like, I I have no idea. I like legitimately I have no idea. But either way, I think that I'm still going to do the outside. Yeah. Ironically, the outside took me a lot more time than the inside. I think that this build is a lot more outside than inside. Like, I like the apartment that I built, but I it didn't nearly take as much as building outside. And I have absolutely no idea why the outside took me so long. Like, I like to tell myself that the reason for that is, well, I'm gonna be honest, I like because I kept changing around what I wanted to do, but I don't, I don't know. Like, I quite honestly have no idea. Like, it's, I'm lying to myself. But yeah, another reason as to why I struggled a lot to do the not the apartment but the public rooms is because the space is so awkward. Like, the space is so awkward, I did not know what to do in those big spaces. Like, apartment complexes, as far as I know, don't have huge spaces. And yeah, this was a um, problem because I have a very large space. So, like, so I was basically, okay, what am I gonna do with this? And in the end, I found out what I wanted to do. Like, I quite honestly like this glass ceilings area. I think that it adds a lot to the build. Like, I use glass ceilings a lot, but I don't believe that I ever use them like to this extent, as in like that. And honestly, I don't know. I like it. I personally like it, but I cannot see myself doing this like more often because I'm going to be completely honest here. I was completely out of ideas about what to place in this. Like I think that you can notice now that there is a significant space to fill, and yeah, it's not that easy to fill. Like what do you put in a 3 by 15 or so? Like what do you put that is like friendly in a sense that that it would be in a apartment complex? Like what do you put? And also, I really did not want to leave it alone. So while I was thinking about what to put there, I decided, okay, you know what, let's just do some lighting meanwhile so that I don't have to bother afterwards. And this was one attempt, and I was like, okay, no, this feels utterly wrong. Like, I personally did not like it. And here you can see that I tried to make something at least in this level, and I think that I stick to at least one of these plants. Actually, I stick to both, yeah. The honest reason is I just thought that it was nice. And yeah, here I just put some couches because, look, the area is absolutely amazing to just put some couches and make kind of a waiting room of some kind. Now, personally speaking, I would never ever like sit in a couch in a lobby. Like, okay, the couch is white, but like I would never ever do that because like who knows what happened? And yeah, basically here I started trying to figure out what to place there, and I believe that I temporarily give up. I I believe. Yeah, indeed. I decided to, you know what? I don't have any idea. Let's move on for now. And the apartment. I absolutely love the apartment that I built here. Like, to me, this apartment is, apartments wise, I think that it's one of the best that I have ever built. And yeah, I decided what to do with the floor plan. And I'm so happy of how it turned out. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so happy. And ironically, this is the one of the very few bathrooms that actually has some curtains, and it's like super hilarious to be honest. And yeah, of course, it's black. I think that I honestly think that black is amazing in this context. And also, we went through a cut. Why did I cut? Because this build took up like 2 hours, I believe, to build. Building on speed builds on the Sims look short, but they take forever. I'm gonna be honest, they take forever to finish. Like this build legitimately took 2 hours to make, and this video is sped up 4 times. So, like, yeah, why did I cut? I needed to take a break. I absolutely cannot just like, okay, no, I can build for 2 hours straight, but I try like sometimes I just don't because like I get tired. Maybe I needed to do some other stuff that um, goes in between and so on. Private life before YouTube, you know. And oh my, I absolutely love what I made with the uh, I guess I guess living room. It's I hate the fact that it has no windows, but I'm gonna be honest, this is fine. I'm very happy with what I made with the living room. As I said, it sucks that it has no windows, but otherwise it's amazing. And I believe that this is also one of the first cases where I actually make a bar. I think. I don't. I'm not sure, but I think this is the first case where I make a bar. And I I think that in this case it is a great way to actually give a small room, both a living room and a dining room, because well, this apartment is pretty much half a sleeping room. Like half of this apartment is just a sleeping room. But I'm still happy that I managed to put like some. Oh yeah, I I'm happy that I managed to fit decent dining room together with a pretty nice living room. Unfortunately, it does not have a television because it's small enough. But oh, I absolutely love this little detail. I absolutely love that I finally got to use these lights. I never used these lights. I'm so glad I finally did. And yeah, I was saying, this room is way too small for a living room. Sorry, for a television. So I simply decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put a couch so that it counts as a living room, and then I'm just gonna leave the couch in. And the reason is there is no space for a television. There just isn't. And soon I will make another cut. It's because I desperately tried to fill this space between the couch and the wall. And I believe that I basically give up trying to fill it in. I don't quite remember because this video is quite a few weeks old. It really takes me a long time to make these videos, but I'm pretty sure that I just say, you know what, whatever. I I believe, yeah, yeah. I think that the cut already happened. I believe, yeah, yeah. The cut already happened. Um, Very seamless cut. I actually forgot that I made such a seamless cut. And yeah, now I'm trying to find out what in the world do I place in these rooms? How do I fill this huge empty space? And in the end, I get a pretty decent idea. Like, I really like the idea that I get in the end. It's clean, it fills up a lot of space, and in general, I think that it is like, I think that in general it is a pretty acceptable idea. Oh, okay, never mind. First, I'm gonna do the outside. As I said, um, this build is actually a few weeks old on the time of recording, and for you guys, it's at least 1 month old. So, I actually kind of forgot the order of things I've done. I have in mind what I have done specifically, like I know specifically what I've done, but I absolutely don't remember the order of it. And I guess it's fine. I guess that it is very fine. Well, here, to be honest, I decided to do a little bit of the outside, still move on from the inside because I had absolutely no idea what to do. So I was like, let's just do something else meanwhile. Let's figure out what is there that I can actually do while I'm doing something else. And here I made something I think that it looks quite nice. I didn't want to leave the dining area like um, darker because like some people do barbecue during the night, do they? I actually don't know. I, Maybe not. But either way, I wanted to like do that. I wanted to allow for that. And so yeah, first of all, I placed a football table, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut the floor up and be like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to put this in, and that's about it. And I actually add a little bit of a detail to this decoration that I'm gonna be honest, without this video, I think that no one would ever figure out. And I will mention it later while I'm actually doing the coloring of the, um, I guess, statue of the item, which is I end up trying to make at least at least the top part of um, this statue. Let's call it a statue. I end up trying to make it look like it is made out of soul piece. If you play the World Adventures, you know that there is one specific statue um, in Egypt that is made out of soul piece, and I tried to make it look like, hey, this statue is made out of soul piece. And there is only so many ways, to be honest, that you can do that. So, like, my way to do that usually is just um, let's make it in metal, let's make it pure white, and yeah, soul piece is white, this is white, and it's I guess that it looks okay. And here finally I decided to move out to the garden. I Now the initial try for the garden honestly sucked. As you may have seen at the beginning, the initial attempt of making a garden absolutely sucked. However, I absolutely love like how it ended up. And yeah, this part was tough. I had no idea how to connect the two lots. Like, I cannot connect the tiles, so I had to find out a way to make it look like it's similar, like no, more like it's connected. And I guess that I somewhat managed. And yeah, here I basically decided to give the last details. Usually I do the garden at last, and I love this garden. I'm gonna be honest, this garden ended up being small, but also being one of my favorite ones. Like, I absolutely love how it ended up looking. Simple, yet very cohesive, I guess. Very well made, anyhow. And yeah, I believe that here I'm giving the last touches.